Hey Nature School, it's Miss Cheryl here, and today we are going to talk about insects. But we're going to talk about a certain type of insect that you might not like that much. They're very, very important to our ecosystem. We are going to be learning about mosquitoes. So, mosquitoes typically start out their lives in something like this, in standing water. This is a vernal pool. We learned about vernal pools earlier with Mr. Mike. Mosquitoes also like vernal pools to breed in, but they can pretty much breed anywhere where there's standing water. Mosquitoes start out as eggs, and female mosquitoes lay their eggs in water. So those eggs will hatch into mosquito larva. So that larva hangs out in water, and then they grow and change into pupa, and then they grow into adults. So they spend a lot of their life cycle in the water. Mosquitoes rely a lot on water to reproduce. So let's kind of discover this vernal pool and see if we can find any mosquito larvae. I think I already see some. Let's see what we found. All right, so I did find mosquito larva, and I also found mosquito pupa as well. So the larva is over here. Kind of looks like an upside down worm. See how wiggly he is? I'm trying to get him. Oh, here we go. So this is mosquito larva. Can't really tell this larva from my hand, but once you put them in water, they hang their head, which is right there. They hang upside down with their tail on the surface of the water. They have these feather-like appendages that help bring food to their mouth. So they eat small stuff like algae and plankton and microscopic organisms, which means you can't really see it with the naked eye. You need a microscope to see it. So that is what the larva eats. They eat the small stuff. Now I'm going to put it in the water, and you'll be able to see why they're called wigglers. See how it's hanging upside down? Right there. That's how they hang out. They hang upside down and they wait for food to come to them. And they kind of use those feather-like things and scoop up food and eat it. But let's see if we can find a mosquito pupa. All right, so I found the pupa. So the pupa of the mosquito is right here, that little black dot. They are still pretty tiny. Let me see. But once the larvae turn into pupa, they don't have mouth parts, so they don't eat. Here we go. So they kind of look like they're curled up. They have two little prongs that kind of stick out. That's how they get their oxygen. And this is what mosquitoes look like before they turn into adults. So the pupa stage of mosquitoes are also called tumblers. So to kind of get away from predators, they tumble across the water. So like I said, there are a few predators that will eat mosquitoes. So that's one of the reasons why mosquitoes are so important. They're food sources to many, many different animals. So the first one is this insect. So this is a damselfly larva. And mosquito larva is a very important food source for damselfly larva, which is this one, and dragonfly larva. Damselfly larvae have really long bodies and they have fanned tails just like this. They typically have 3 tails as well. So this is what damselflies look like before they turn into adults. Damselflies spend their first half of their life in the water just like mosquitoes. So mosquitoes are a main food source for these guys. Here's another mosquito predator. This is a dragonfly larva. Here we go. So this is what dragonflies look like before they turn into adults. Damselflies and dragonflies have very special mouths to hunt other insects like mosquitoes. They have an extra arm. So I am going to post a really good video that shows everything about damselflies and dragonflies' super special mouths that help them hunt. You'll have to check it out. It's really, really cool. Then here, I'm pretty sure this is I'm pretty sure this is a hellgrammite, and then that will turn into a Damselfly. They are predatory too. So there are 3 species in here alone that rely on smaller insects or insect larvae, just like mosquitoes. So that's why we need mosquitoes in the ecosystem, because it's a very important food source for them. Have you ever gotten bit by a mosquito? When you get a mosquito bite, you get itchy bumps, don't you? Well, it's the female that bites humans and other animals. So female mosquitoes need blood as nutrition to help them produce eggs. So it's female mosquitoes that bite humans, and once that mosquito takes its really sharp mouth part called a proboscis, sticks it in the skin, and when it's sucking blood, it's releasing saliva in your skin as well. So that's what makes mosquito bites have that large bump. That's your body reacting to mosquitoes' saliva. All right, so we know mosquitoes are super important to different ecosystems. They're a very important food source for a lot of animals. So we have to learn to live with them. So here are a few tips on how to prevent those pesky mosquito bites. So the first thing you can do, you can cover up. So mosquitoes are most active in the morning and in the evening. So if you're outside those times, you can wear light colored loose clothing. So mosquitoes are attracted to darker colors, and they can bite through clothes that are fitted tightly. So if you wear loose clothing and light colored clothing, you can kind of reduce your mosquito bites. The second thing you can do is you can wear bug spray or any kind of protection. Bug spray works with DEET in it. You can use any other kind of deterrent as well. There's all sorts of good stuff out there to help prevent mosquitoes from biting. So the third thing you can do is make sure your house has screens and keep doors and windows shut so they don't come into your house. Another thing you can do, you can kind of look in your backyard or front yard and look for standing water, because remember when I said in the beginning of our video, that's where mosquitoes breed, in any kind of standing water. So if you see any standing water in buckets or anything like that, be sure to dump them out. Okay, Nature School, that is all I have for you guys today. I hope you learned a little bit about mosquitoes and how they're important and how we need to live with them. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. We'd be happy to answer any questions you may have. Have a great day, guys. Bye.